Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our Club Shop Hangout today. Today is January 2016. My name is Rob Gearing. I am a gold manager with Club Shop Rewards. I'm joined by Janet Legier, who is a Ruby director in Club Shop Rewards. So we're your panelists today. Derek Barrington, team leader, may be joining us in a little bit. He's having some problems getting logged on, but he is trying to get on as well. So we may be hearing from Derek as well today. And I'm glad that everybody has joined us today. I know we have some live viewers. A lot of people are going to be listening to this recording. We're really going to be talking today, again, about, it's all about leadership when we talk about Club Shop Rewards, but a lot of it is how to operate the business on a day in and day out basis. That's been a common theme. We talked a lot about that last week in the activity reports. This week, we're going to talk about the actual follow-up records and tricks that you may or may not know that can help you navigate and be more effective in your leadership duties here with Club Shop Rewards. I do want to encourage everybody to take a look at the tiny little box. Looks like a Rubik's Cube in the upper right-hand corner of your viewing screen. That's if you're on Google Plus. That takes you over to our Q&A option. So I really want to get some good activity today with Q&A. On that little box, it presents you with an option to go to Q&A or to look at the showcase links. Showcase links today, we have subscribed to my YouTube channel on there, and we put Rebecca's follow-up training back up there as well for our partners to really make sure you understand correct follow-up and get some good email samples and whatnot when you're reaching out to your Club Shop downline members, etc. Now for Q&A, what I'm going to do today is I want everybody who's listening to me to check in, okay? So if you're watching on YouTube, there's a link that says join the conversation, and that'll bring you over to Google Plus, and then you can click on that little Rubik's Cube looking box there. That'll take you to Q&A. So if you hear my voice, I'd like you to click that little box, go to Q&A, and just tell me the following things. And for all those who register today for Q&A, who check in, I'm going to offer you bonus advertising. So you'll send an email to ghcamry@gmail.com, or however you know how to get a hold of me. I'm all over the place, easy to find. But I'll have a bonus advertising package for you just for checking in. So I need to know your name. I need to know if you are a member of Club or not, and what your rank is. So if you're a leader, you'd say I'm a partner team leader. If you're a trial partner, I'm a trial partner, affiliate, shopper, or guest. Okay. Now, if you're a guest, you're going to want to come back to the person who invited you to the Hangout today. That's one of the very important things. So you wouldn't want to necessarily join under me. Obviously, you'd want to join under the person who extended the offer to come listen to the presentation today. If I'm the one who did invite you on at robgearing.com/clubshop, okay, but only if I'm your invitee, so to speak. It came from, a share that I did on Facebook or Google or, or whatever the case may be. So, so that's a little bit of housekeeping stuff. Any check-ins yet? So let's check in and get your free advertising package today for all those that are listening to the show. Okay. So without further ado, I'm going to go over to screen share and begin talking about these follow-up records, okay, which are very important in Club Shop Rewards. So we're going to do entire screen share the screen, hide that a little bit here, come over to my browser, our usual partner business center. So if you're a upgraded partner, it looks like this. If you're not an upgraded partner, we do ask you to really take a look at moving forward with Club Shop Rewards. It's a really easy upgrade, and you'll have a business center just like this, and definitely our trial partners get a very limited taste of what the potential is here with Club Shop Rewards. Know that you're going to get a weekly hangout with me. You have tons of Club Shop training. You have a Skype group that's part of this. There's just so much support. So it's not just the Club Shop business itself, but it's also everything that you get with our team. And this is a very very strong team, and a lot of people, and I've talked about this before, businesses are great. There's a lot of great ones out there, but what I look for, what I'm considering something is who's behind it. am I going to get help and support? And I think Derek just checked in. Derek, can you please mute your microphone here? Very good. Okay. All right. That was just driving me a little bonkers there. All right. Very good. Welcome, Derek. We'll be hearing from you shortly. So people join a business for the business, but also they usually upgrade because of the person behind it. So know that, again, you're getting tons of support from your sponsor, your upline, everybody involved here. You know, come forward if you're thinking about it, for sure. Okay, so back to the Partner Business Center here. First thing I do every day, every blessed day, I go to my partner group report. Okay, so partners, definitely that's your starting point. That's your top line view of your organization. Okay, it could be small right now, could be very large. But definitely dream big. I mean, the idea is, you know, we all start in the beginning, and we watch every day our efforts grow, you know, incrementally by putting the effort and the time into things. So, starting point for everybody. Everybody who's an upgraded partner, this is where you start. And once you start getting trial partners in your first line, brand new, you're just going to have a single box with your name. But when you see trial partner group, then you know, hey, I've got actually people to work with. I've got my first line that's starting, and that's a real exciting time for everybody. So that's always number one. Understand your organization, understand how it's structured, and understand who your upline, your support is. Plug into your training, and follow the directions. It's a plug and play. It's a step-by-step, paint-by-number operation because we tell you what to do. We have training pages, instructions. Don't be the rebel. Don't be the cavalier that goes off and does your own thing and thinks, you know, I think I know more than, you know, than the training that's out there, because you'll find yourself struggling and getting confused. And I've seen that. I've seen it happen, and I see it happen. And make it easy for yourself. I told somebody in a coaching yesterday, keep it simple. Make it easy for yourself. You know, the bigger focus. There's a lot of focuses in business. Don't get all bogged down in little details and trying to reinvent the wheel. You know, it's really about advertising, follow-up, and training and development. Okay, those are the points. And when you've got people that are actually helping you with training and development, where you could just send somebody off to a YouTube training link to pick up a concept, that's pretty powerful. That's pretty powerful indeed. So group report, understanding how to start your day. So I'm looking at my organization, and let's just say, for example, I'm going to find a little example here. So I'm looking at my top view group. Okay, so I'm going to, oops, somebody unmuted their microphone, so thank you for muting that. Okay, so I'm looking down at my organization here, and I'm in my first line here that you know, in charge of, coach of, doing a great job with. And I'm going to look at the one of the partners here. Her name is Nakia. So the way I do that is I'm going to look at her trial partner group. So, and if she was looking at her, she was logging in partner group report. This is exactly what she would see. This box is in my lower left-hand corner here. So trial partner group. Okay. Now, I could also discover people, like we talked about last week, from my activity report. So this actually kind of tells me who's who, gives me an idea of the people and where they're placed. But a lot of times, I'm just going straight from my activity report, seeing a name and an ID number, and I've really got no idea who this person's attached to, what's the story. So I do see that Nakia has a person in her line, first line here, and gives me their ID number, coached by Janet, and the person's name. So when you click on that name, okay, you get a pop-up window that comes up for income report. There's a jump to, so I can go right directly to this individual. Follow-up record, so I can look at that, and the trial partner and member pool of this particular person. So I'm not really going to look at income report today. Not going to really focus on that. I'm going to see what that jump to does when I go to that jump to. Okay, so it kind of makes the box a little bit bigger here. It gives me the prospect rank, which tells us how active. The higher the number, the more active they are. So really not too much different happened there, actually. So I'm going to click on Patricia's name again, and I'm going to go to the follow-up record. Now, when you're looking at a person in your organization, you're on their little square there. In this little window, let me click on it again. Click on Patricia's name. So if they have anybody on their team, anybody in their downline, any shoppers that they brought in, any affiliates, that's under membership lists. So you can actually see that. So you can see the actual enrollees of a particular individual, which is nice. We're going to go to follow-up record in a minute. Income report is just that, any earnings. And then we've talked many times about the trial partner and member pool. That's the trial partner team report that entices people to come aboard, because we're building this nice team. Once they lock in, that they enjoy that team build as long as they stay upgraded as a partner in Club Shop Rewards. So we're not going to look at that. We are going to go to the follow-up record for Patricia. And I come to follow-up records from the L, so this is a place we look at a lot. But a lot of people don't realize, a lot of people don't know all the components of the follow-up record. And it's really this quick links that was an eye-opener for me. So gives me a little bit more similar to the box that I was looking at earlier. But one of the things that really was cool for me was I come upon a follow-up record of somebody, but I don't know who they're, I don't know the entire upline structure. So there's an upline report. So when I click on that, look how helpful that is. So there's actually, when you have a big team like Janet has, Nakia has an upline of James, Georgia, these are all upgraded partners, Nubia, Sandra, Wayne, Jennifer, and then of course Janet, who's the coach. Georgia is part of the gang here, and she's a team captain. So Georgia has a lot of interaction with Nakia, of course, and Patricia too. But I'm kind of taking a look at things. How helpful is that? So we all work as a team here. So I think when people start to realize how they're linked together with each other, we've seen a lot of help going on. We know that in one group where we have Cheryl, we have upline Vince, who has stepped in and helped Cheryl during some different times, which is nice. One of the things we're doing here is teaching people to know who's below, not only who's below you, but who's above you. And let's work together as a strong functioning team and group. So I love that report. I just think it's awesome. And sometimes I give people a heads up and say, hey, did you realize it's been 3 days? There's no follow-up. No welcome letter was sent to this individual. And they may be like, oh my God, thank you for telling me. I got caught up. I didn't realize. I didn't see it. I missed it. I just got my glasses changed, and it's not there. Having trouble, with the new peepers. So, so much things that are part of this. To really be a good, effective leader, you need the reports. You need the information. It kind of gives you the who's who. And boy, people really appreciate upline support. That's for darn sure. There's no doubt about that. We're all in this together, and we're all helping, helping each other succeed. So I love that part of, I love that report, which I just recently discovered, believe it or not. Really never mess with these quick links over here. Once again, I can look at whoever this follow-up record. Or this could be a partner's follow-up record. I have a follow-up record that Scott Cunningham can look at. We all have follow-up records. Janet has one that I can look at. Derek has one that I can look at. So I can go to a partner's follow-up record and check out the shoppers that they brought in, affiliates, merchants, affinity groups, partners, trial partners. Okay, and then of course the trial partner report, which obviously is very helpful if you are formulating that email that needs to be sent out. We call it the trial partner update report, or trial partner update. You need to include in that email how many partners they have on their team and how many have upgraded. People say, I have no idea where to find that. Well, you go to the follow-up record. Under quick links, you go to trial partner report. We're going to load that up. Just take a second here. And again, this is not a, don't stress out about this point either, because you're going to see something in a minute that's going to make you go, wow, how do I figure that out? Tell you how quick you figure it out. As soon as this loads. There we go. Okay, so this is Patricia's trial partner team report. Huge piece of information for these trial partners that they get that they know this is out there, that they're looking at it. When you see them looking at it, touch in with them if they have any questions. This individual has 18 days to go on her trial partnership. Tells you how it's included in a lot of these email templates, but it's not going to pre-populate. You have to find this information and put it in. It's going to tell you this team. So I just add up these numbers in the right-hand column here, 50 plus 10 plus 10, and I just keep quickly scanning down. And I've quickly calculated in my head, not that I'm a super genius or anything, which I'm not, but that's about 340 approximately trial partners. I've done this a lot, so I kind of got the hang of how to quickly tabulate that. How many are upgraded in this trial partner team? Well, we have 1. And these are coming from all over. 2. So about 330 trial partners with 2 upgraded, and that's what I would put in my trial partner update email for that particular individual. So very, very helpful, you know, to be able to find the information that you need. Okay, so that's really the quick links. That's what I wanted to show you today. It's useful for any level. Everybody has a follow-up record, even a shopper coming in. You know, we touch and base with a shopper. We should be updating the follow-up record, like we've talked about in previous trainings, putting in the notes, setting up a reminder for the next follow-up so that you're given that nudge when you check your activity report, which you should be doing daily. If somebody's doing something maybe for you, they may be setting up a reminder, which you'll see when you go into your activity report. So check your activity report every single day, along with your partner group report. And or more on your business, and you'll see results in your business. Right-hand column on a follow-up record, it's basically just seeing, okay, I'm looking at this record here. I see that Wayne Randall did a really nice job. He gave us this individual's Skype information. It wasn't given in the initial records. The Skype name is blank here. But under partner notes, Wayne went in, did the research, figured it out, and gave us a note. So if one of the upline is helping out with this, with the training of this individual or the follow-up with this individual, we have a place to go. I also like to put in Facebook information that I find. If I find that they're on Facebook, contact information, how to get a hold of them on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter. Okay, so that's what we want to put in that in the lower right-hand corner of a record. And I see about 50-50 on that. So that tells me one of two things: either people are doing it and just not documenting it, or we're just simply saying, yeah, email's enough. That's fine. It's not. It's not fine. It can't get it done at the end of the day. People join because of the sponsor. They join because of the person. So they can pick Club Shop, this business, that business. You know, there's a lot of good ones out there. But you will differentiate if they're choosing between 3, and you're the one that reached out and welcomed them and said hello, and I'm here to support you. Now it's not only the Club Shop Rewards business, but it's you know, Derek Barrington now, it's Janet Legier now, it's Rob Gearing now. You put those 2 factors together, that's enough to make me go, yeah, I'm going to put $95 initially down on the table here and start moving forward with people that will help me. Because you know, the business, they're not going to know until they get into these things really how good they are. But if they know, like, and trust you, they're going to believe in you, and at the same time believe in the business that you're supporting. So very, very, very critical stuff there. So I'm going to take off the follow-up record here and close this out. I'm going to turn it now over to Jan for some of these things that we taught as soon as I get back into the room here and stop the screen share and take the microphone off. So I'll turn it now over to Janet Legier, Ruby Director for Club Shop.
Thanks, Rob. As usual, you know, you always touch on those important factors that are part of Club Shop and really what make Club Shop stand out above any other program out there. You know, at the end of the day, I've never been a part of any MLM or network marketing company or any program anywhere that has such complete records for you to be able to follow up and to be able to work as a team, because as a team we can see what the whole downline is doing, and there's a never-ending stream of people that we can connect with and work with. And I just love it when people say they have no one to work with. It makes me laugh. But the fact that you showed people where that is, this is going to be one of those training calls we're going to send people to over and over again, because they're always wondering, what do I do? How do I follow up? And you show them exactly where that is. It's some of it, the emails are there. Some of it you have to copy and paste and enter the info. But at the end of the day, Club Shop is giving you what you need to make a success here at Club Shop. And what I love about this is that you can take what you're learning here and apply it to everything you're doing in your business, because I'm quite aware that most of the people that are in our inner circle, that are part of our personal organizations, are all internet marketers, and they're involved in lots of programs where they're making commissions. You know what? If you applied this to everything you did, all those people that are in all your other programs would come and join you here at Club Shop, because they would see such a leader in you. So Rob, thank you for this. This was an awesome review, and I'm really glad you went through it as you did, because it really shows the power of this system. So over to you, and I'm sure over to Derek.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Janet, for sure. And before I turn it over to Derek, I just wanted to thank the following for checking in today on our Q&A. So Barry Peterson, partner, team leader, just brought in a new partner himself, Roger Dunn, who I think is listening on the call today. So welcome to Roger. Roger's doing a super duper job, a couple days in, and he's already got the letters going out and putting the personal follow-up notes in, getting with people on Skype and whatnot. I'm sure he's making some calls. I mean, that's what it's about, honestly. So good job and good coaching to Barry, who's definitely been involved in the training process. So thank you. So let me remove you from the list there. Thank you. And that's going to go over to our Google Plus little. Every time somebody puts a comment in the Q&A, that goes on the Google Plus event page there. So we like that. That sparks some interest and has people kind of take a look at what we're doing. And then Brian Jones also checked in with us today. He's partner, my fourth line top level leader, and I spoke with Brian today. Our goal is to get him to team leader by the end of February. So we have a game plan, a marketing plan. That's where, when I give you my coaching calendar, you guys plug in. I'll give you a game plan, how to do it, how to advertise and get your own organic leads. Encourage you, really to try the co-op to get continued people for your lines, and that's how it's done. So we had a very good session today. I look forward to working with Brian consistently over the next few weeks to get him to the team leader level. So thank you to Brian. So that will go up in our comments there as well. And please, if you're listening to my voice, check in with us. Q&A, little Rubik's Cube looking box in the upper right hand corner of your viewing screen on Google Plus, and you click that, choose Q&A, and tell us your name. And are you a member of Club Shop Rewards or not, and what your rank is, where you're currently at, what your membership level is, and whatnot. So very good. And hopefully maybe Barry and Brian, since I know you're out there, maybe you can each ask a question or give us some feedback or a comment today that we can talk about today. All right, so we'll keep an eye open for that. Okay, Derek, what's on your mind today based on the topic at hand?
Yeah, thanks for that, Rob. I think it's very important that the records are kept, because if for any reason somebody else has got to look after any of your downline for any reason, it's nice for them to be able to go in there and see exactly what's been done and what they need or what may need to be done to catch up. I've known this because I had somebody from a leader who had problems and had to leave for the time being, and because his records were so good, I could carry on without any problem. But I can understand when you look at some records that there's nothing there, nobody knows what's going on, and you never know whether that poor person's been left to get on with them on their own or somebody's actually looking after them. So please, all team leaders or all partners, trial partners, everybody, if you need to keep a record, please keep a record so that if anything happens, somebody else can take it over without any problems. I know when you go on holiday, things like that, you know, you need to ask somebody to look after your line for you, well, surely they're going to need all the information they can have. And certainly on the right-hand side, I suppose I'm one of the more lazy ones. I just used to check out if they were on Skype or not, but I do now check for others as well, for LinkedIn and for Twitter, so that, you know, they get hold of them in any way you can. You will always get more response from somebody if you can connect with them personally rather than just by email. And it's well worth doing. Thank you very much, and I'll pass it back to you, Rob.
Yeah, awesome stuff there, Derek, as always. I appreciate that. And that's one of the big points I think that you made is things happen. People, you know, people have to take some time off. We've had people ask, hey, can you keep an eye while I'm gone? I've kept an eye for people while they're gone. So yeah, that's definitely it. That's one of many reasons. So that's, you know, really important stuff that you said there. And I'd like to thank Roger Dunn for checking in. Hey, Roger. Okay, so awesome. So hey, guys, loving it, and you know, we're loving you being part of the team. So we appreciate you. So Roger, definitely love to hear a comment or another comment question from you as well. And everybody checking in here. So if I, you know, called your feedback out, get with me for your little advertising bonus, okay? You know, you can send me an email, you can Skype me, whatever. It's all good. So I appreciate it. Okay, so I wanted to say that. The other thing I wanted to say that I thought of is I've been kind of getting back to blogging again. I'm in a 21-day boot camp right now for blogging, trying to work, trying to figure out some different ways to attract people, leads, get people from outside our general circles and whatnot. And one of the things that I'm learning about is when you go to a presentation or a class, do the following things. Make a video recap about it, link to it, okay? Write a blog post about it, and send all that out to your list, okay? So this is something that, you know, I'm thinking, wow, I mean, that makes a lot of sense, but we, you know, maybe we're the lazy marketers sometimes. So I think if you blog daily, you have a good blogging resource, and you blog daily, people are gonna discover you that way too. They're gonna find you. It's important. You know, it's just another way to go. So definitely feel free to, you know, use this today in your blogging, and get back. You know, if you're not blogging, that's something we can teach and train you about. But if you have one and haven't used it, this is a good time to maybe start a 21-day, 30-day, 45, 60, 90-day campaign, whatever, to really, you know, get it out there what your passion is, and you know, you tie it all around where you want, you know, where you want people to go, which could, you know, easily generate you leads and more activity for your Club Shop Rewards business. So I wanted to throw that out there as well, okay, into the mix. All right, so let's go over some of our Q&A today. Barry, I learned more and more about Club Shop's massive record system with each hangout. Makes follow-up easy. Okay, that is definitely a true statement there, Barry. Okay, Brian, not really a question. You said thank you for explaining it all this evening. Okay, well that's what we're here to do. You know, we try every week to come up with a good topic. You know, I like to send email out over the weekend about, you know, the next hangout link, and you know, I always am looking for feedback. You know, I put my coaching calendar out there, and a lot of my sessions come from when I'm helping others. I think, oh, this would be a good topic to talk about. But certainly, please suggest something. You know, when you get an email from me and I tell you, you know, there's a Club Shop Hangout coming up, and I may not have a topic for it yet, let me know. I'd love to get your information about what you'd like to hear about, and we'll do a whole class training on it. Okay. So thank you for your feedback there, Brian, and checking in with us. See how fun Q&A is when it's done properly. It definitely makes me feel good. You know, it makes you feel like, hey, there's actually people that are paying attention to it and are digging the info. Roger, okay, is there any type of shortcut for getting to the particular follow-up emails quickly? Well, here's the thing. That's a good point. I would say probably no in one hand, okay, because you have to sort of, when you discover them, you can save them either to a Word doc or to a, you know, to a different, to make a your own training web page, whatnot. But we've done that sort of for you with our training. So if you go to Rebecca's follow-up training link that's part of the showcase links today, Or if you have trouble finding that, just Skype me and I'll give you that. I think I gave you that link via email as well, Roger, so you should have it. But if not, we have compiled that information into an easy to find place for you. So that gives you really all the different scenarios that are out there. So, and a lot of other leaders I think have done similar things too. But you know, I know Rebecca's, and I've looked at it and it's good. So that's one to check out, Roger. Okay, but that's a really good question. So part of Club Shop Rewards training is really going through those first 4 training courses that they give, and really read them carefully, and you're going to come up with, and then continue to do, you know, as many of the trainings as you're able to. There's a certain point you can't go any further until you become a pro, so you become until you qualify for team captain, and then you're a coach, and then you get the additional coach training that comes with that. But the courses that you do have access to, read them carefully, and you'll see that those hidden areas. Click here, you know, a little click here for this particular template, and then you know, that's what you know, Rebecca has done, and other leaders. They save them. They keep them in a safe place, and you know, that way when they're called upon, when it's time to use that particular one, you know, they know where to find it. So definitely, I encourage everybody to go back through your first 4 training courses, but use the shortcut that we have available, that we put up in the showcase links today. So very good. Thank you, Roger, for the question. And okay, very good, Roger. I just have to remember where everything is located, but I just about have it. You're very close. So we can't wait to see you get to team leader and become a captain and a coach, and like to get you up on stage here someday too. You know what I mean? So that could be sooner than later, right? So that's part of my leadership development, and my commitment to everybody is encouraging you to come to a hangout and be a panelist. Anybody's welcome. It doesn't just have to be Janet and Derek. Everybody's welcome to speak and give their take on it. It's great leadership development training. And if you're going to make videos, which we recommend, I mean, it's good practice just to talk, because that's what people are looking for, is somebody who don't have to be epic, just be yourself. But I'm a little suspicious of somebody who can't speak about a business, right? So it's just the nature of what we do here. Okay, very good. All right, so my final words today for everybody would be, you know, let's just review it one more time. Let's talk about going into your, logging into your back office, checking your partner group report, seeing, you know, the growth of your team, then checking your activity report, and following up. Follow the Club Shop training way to handle those particular activities that are happening within your organization. And if you need help, reach out, and we will, you know, give you every single bit of support that that we can. Okay, and you know, start blogging. You know, start, you know, doing things maybe that you haven't really done that'll help grow your business. You know, get out there, advertise, do a little blog posting, talk about this session and what you learned and what it's going to do for you going forward. I think that could be inspiring for people to jump on your ship. You know, that's the whole intent, right? Alrighty, and you know, just keep moving forward, keep your heads held high, and just keep that dream in mind. That $5,000 a month or more in your business is doable, but you've got to work at it every day and be, you know, the great leaders that you are or soon to be. You know, not everybody's born a leader, but it comes by working at that aspect. Okay. So I'm going to turn it over to Janet for her last word, then Derek's last word. If there is any other questions or comments, we will call it a day. So Janet, final word.
Thanks again, Rob, and thanks for the reminder about being persistent and consistent, because people are, you know, they want that instant, overnight, I don't know what, you know, they've never created it in all the years they've been here, but they expect to do it here, and it's really quite funny. The only thing I got to say to everybody is here's what you need to do. You need to be doing whatever you need to do every single day to build your list. Make sure that list building strategy you're doing is funneling people through to Club Shop. That's important. You know, they fill out the form, get on your list. they're introduced to Club Shop, they sign up in Club Shop, you follow up. Not everybody is going to respond right away. It's all about consistent follow-up by following up over time, making a schedule. Is it work? It is. Follow-up takes a bit of work. It's not hard. Anybody can do it. And I'll tell you something. The people who are succeeding in Club Shop, the people who are growing their business, who are, growing their leadership skills, who are, increasing their income, are the people who are advertising every day to get new trial partners in the system and following up like crazy people. And I mean, I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm saying it in a very fun way. Like, it has to become an obsession, following up with it. Oh, look, I've got someone new to follow up. There's someone new I can connect with. There's another person that I can reach out to. And, follow the strategies Rob taught today about putting in follow-up notes and keeping track of things. The system here makes that so easy for you. It makes building a team so much more effective. Be consistent in what you're doing. Don't give up. Only quitters give up. Don't jump to the other next best opportunity that comes your way. Stay focused and build. This is a great opportunity. And even if you have other programs that are bringing you income, that's great. Work them all together, but never give up on this, because you're not going to find better as far as a what do I want to call it? A solid, professional, cover-it-all company. I mean, if you want to know how to be a good business leader, how to be a good network marketer, how to be a good business owner, how to run your business, you're going to find all of that here at Club Shop. And I don't know any better team than the one here with Rob and everyone involved here at our Club Shop group. So thanks, Rob. Great call today. Looking forward to passing the replay on. And we'll see you guys all next week.
Thanks, Janet. Yeah, I appreciate the passing of the replay. That's super stuff. Yeah, thank you. And Derek, final word from you.
Yeah, thanks very much, Rob. Yeah, I think just to reiterate, everybody should be building a list. And for those of you that have got lists already, you should be putting the word out about Club Shop. It's our business to build, and the only way we're going to build it is by working at it on a daily basis and by getting more people in. You've decided this is going to be your business, so let's get it working as you want to work it. The more you work it, the more successful you're going to be. The only thing that stops success at Club Shop is you. And that's all I've got to say. Thanks very much for the interviews today, Rob.
Absolutely. Great job as always. And again, I encourage more people to join me on this panel. So if you're interested in being a panelist, you know how to get a hold of me. And I have a special link, and I'll help you get set up. And it doesn't have to be anything epic. Just, people are inspired by hearing, other people's stories and what they're doing and whatnot. So, alrighty. So thank you very much. I'll have the recording for you momentarily in the Skype groups. So we'll get those out. And thanks for sharing those. And see you next week. I'm not sure about time because I got something with my son going on next week, so I may not be able to commit to the 11:30. It may have to be do an evening meeting, but I'll get back to you with details on that. If we do evening, it'd be something like around 8 p.m. Eastern time. But more to come for next week's hangout. Please send me a topic, and thank you for watching. Have a great, massive rest of your marketing week, and thanks for all you do. Take care.